And welcome back to What If. I think we're on part 18, 19 now. What are we on now for Jiraya? Adopted Naruto? I don't know. Look it up in the playlist when I upload the video. The point is, last time on the Naruto What If, what if Jiraya adopted Naruto? So last time we left off is the beginning of the Shippuden era. Naruto had just come back from his training mission with Jiraiya. Now, a couple people asked the question, am I ever going to allow Naruto to learn the Flying Raiju, or the Flying Raiju, which is the Thunder Flash, or Thunder Technique, basically the kunai technique that his dad knew. The problem with him learning that technique, and there are what-ifs that have been recommended to me where he learns it, and that we'll definitely tackle those. But the problem with him learning that technique is there's ceiling, there's advanced ceiling, and then there's next level shit kind of ceiling. That is next level kind of shit right there. The type of ceiling that Naruto would have to learn, the advanced level of advancements that he'd have to learn knowing those techniques is really high. Jiraiya can't use that technique. Hell, the only people around who can still use that technique are the Hokage's former bodyguards, and only they can only use it in tandem with each other. So it's not an easy technique to learn. Not saying Naruto can't learn it or couldn't learn it, but it's not a technique at least at this point in time, I feel like he's going to learn. Also, someone asked, like, why didn't he could have learned multiple styles? Why? There really wouldn't be much point in learning multiple styles. With Mike Guy and Lee, they're masters of the strong fist style, but they do know multiple styles, but their specialty is taijutsu. As far as we know, Sasuke knows maybe two styles: his family style of the intercepting fist, which is what they say it is, the style he knows, and then the variation of the strong fist style, which is what he copied off of Lee, and he mixed and matched them together basically to create his own unique style. But otherwise, most people, the Hyugas don't bother learning any extra style. They just know the gentle fist. Most individuals who learn a style just have their own styles. So I don't really see a need to teach them a style beyond the frog katas, the frog martial arts. But still, I digress. Last time they had their match, the bell test. Naruto was given the promoted rank of Chunin because of that. And Gaara got kidnapped by Deidara and Sasori. So we cut over now to Reform Team 7. They get word that Gaara's been kidnapped, and they are sent to, take care of that, deal with it. Now, on their way, they meet up with Temari, and Naruto is basically in contemplation about what to do. He's worried about Gaara, but he also knows that he can't lose his head or anything along those lines, because if he does, he could lose it. Losing your head in combat is nothing good. Sasuke and Temari, they're having, words with each other or things along those lines. I feel like Sasuke and Sakura would definitely be able to have more of a conversation with Temari than someone like Naruto at this point. Not that Naruto couldn't. It's just that, I don't know, they probably could have an easier conversation. No, I'm not setting up parents for that. I'm just saying they're having a conversation. They make it to the Sound Village. Kakashi gets attacked by Chiyo. Naruto and Sasuke both, double tag team to basically, and I was like, nope, shink, nope. And yeah, it's, and she was just like, tee-hee, I was just joking. It's like, come on, you nearly could have started a war. Don't just try to play it off, Realize you messed up on that. So anyway, then Sakura heals Kankuro. They are talking about what they need to do. And, the teams go out. If I'm not mistaken, it was Chiyo, Team 7, that was about it. And then Guy met up with them. This time, Team 7 has Sasuke as well. So when Itachi shows up, Pain notes that, and Itachi, your brother is with them. And Itachi's like, I see. And then, Itachi goes forth. And Sasuke again sees Itachi after all these years. Now, he says, I'm not interested in you right now, little brother, though you have grown quite strong. No, the one I want is right there. I can't really do a good Itachi impression, unfortunately. And it's like, don't look at his eyes. It's like, you'll know what he's going to do based on his eyes. Sasuke, though, activates the Sharingan, this time ready to deal with them, because Sasuke, after all these years, and after failing the first time to leave the village, does has he's learned a lot. I don't think he's like this one version of Sasuke does not know the Kirin at all, but he has learned a lot, and he also is able to keep his calm. He's not just doing what his younger self did, just going full bar into attacking. And Naruto automatically has Kurama there to back him up for any genjutsu, so he's also able to keep looking at him. Now Naruto, I could cast jutsu with just this finger. To which Kurama points out he just cast the genjutsu kid, and this knocks him out of the genjutsu. And now you'll be coming with me, Naruto. And then Naruto's like, yeah, I know, I don't think so. And he immediately shows off the Kyuubi mode, and here's the thing. No one could tell that was not Itachi. But no one there was a sensor type, as far as I know. So it's hard to say whether or not a sensor type could pick up the difference. Apparently the difference is so minute if it is there that you probably wouldn't be able to pick up on it. And Kisame has so much chakra that I think they said like 1/3 or 1/4 of his chakra. Can't remember how much they actually were using for that technique. Is equivalent to the amount of chakra Naruto had when he went into Kyuubi mode or base Fox mode against Neji. So Kisame's chakras are monstrous, like Tail Beast level monstrous. Itachi though is immediately just shocked, and then Naruto immediately gets blitzes him, just poof. Now like Itachi can see what's going on, but his body can't react to that. And just and Naruto just grabs him in a hole, like Sasuke, and he's like, Grah! And then Sasuke just Chidori's him straight in the chest as Naruto backs off using Kurama's palm to basically push himself off. And yeah, Itachi on the other hand is like extremely shocked. Like, I did not see that coming. I figured he'd be able to learn more how to use the Fox Chakra more easily, but I did not see that coming. Because it's not like he has Mangekyo in that form. Well, which isn't even form. And the copy does not have access to Mangekyo Sharingan. And then the reveal is like, what are you, boys? It's like we're Naruto Uzumaki and Sasuke Uchiha of the Leaf. Sasuke was looking down, just like, it's not Itachi. And this is one of our ninja. I think his name was Yura. I think that's what his name was. I have to try to remember that off the top of my head, though I could look it up. It was like Yura or Europe. I believe it began with a Y. In fact, you know what? Screw it. Let me check that real quick. Let's see. Here, what I look for here. Let's try Sasori. There we go. Sasori. Because I know he was the minion that let them in. Who took the form of Itachi. So let's see here. It was there's a word. Okay. He went to go see Yura. It was Yura. Yura. So anyway, then then the whole guy fight that goes down the same. They get to the sealed Akatsuki base, and they get there in record. They actually get there with enough time that Gaara wouldn't be completely, would not have lost all of his chakra yet. All Tail Beast chakra anyway. And they basically say, we got to get through this. And Naruto is examining the seal, and unfortunately, even as pretty much a seal master at this point, he knows that the only way to do this is we're going to have to find all the seals and locate them. To which Naruto then goes into, I got this. Goes into Sage mode. And I would say at this point, the amount of clones he can probably make with Sage mode has increased. Probably he can't spam them. Don't get me wrong. He can't spam his clones. But it's probably like 10 maybe at most. But he's like, I got it. And sends out 4 more clones. The clones go. Undo the seals. The copies pop up, but then they poof, and then they poof. So they go in. Now it's Team Guy and Team 7 together with Sasuke to go take him on. Say, and then Kurama's now reacting. That's a freaking 10 Tails. What the hell is that doing here? It's like, what? And then Kurama's like, I'll tell you later. Right now we got to get that kid out of there. Shikaku's almost gone. It's like, all right, hold on. So it's like Sasuke. And then basically, it's like Sasuke, or he would say either to Sasuke, like, we need to break those statues now. To which, Sasuke and Kakashi, are all like, got it! And then basically they just do I would say collaboration lightning jutsu, like false lightning, or false darkness, which is basically just a giant energy blast. So there's like, lightning's art, false darkness, to which, Sakura even charges in, it's like, yeah, poof, and then, cha! Dynamic entry! And then basically everyone just, boom, blast the statue. Not destroying the statue, because it's not that easy to destroy that, because that is the Ten Tails, technically speaking. But it does basically break everyone's concentration, and Pain's just like, Sasori Dadara, you have visitors. Deal with this now. It's like, we have not finished the extraction process yet, to which Naruto then, again, just gets a claw, just swoops in and grabs the bike. Gotcha! And here's the thing. I think briefly does get caught in what little absorption was taking place, and a little bit of Kurama chakra goes, but then Kurama's just like, took a little bit of my chakra, but it's fine. Might come into play a little later. So Naruto's like, I got you. It's like, Sakura. It's like Sakura's checking over. He's weak. He's barely got a pulse, but he's alive. He's like, Sakura, keep him stable as long as you can. And to it, Sasori just like, you boy. You disrupted this dude. That takes a lot of power to do that. So he's looking at Sasuke, and he's looking at Naruto, and the great Kakashi. Oh, you'd make a fine addition to my collection. Oh, come on, Sasori, my man. You don't realize an explosion. And hey, isn't that the Kyuubi container? It's like, oh, looks like we're in luck. We'll just be able to. We won't be able to take just the Shikaku. All of it, but we'll be able to take the Kyuubi as well. To which Naruto's like, yeah. It's like, you want the fox, and then he goes into Sage Fox mode. And I think at this point he's probably trained with Sage Fox mode as well, because I think he's still in Sage mode at this point. Just, he's like, you want it? Come and get it. So Naruto, showing off a bit of like real OP-ness for a little bit, blitzes both of them, just boom, before Dedera can even react, just pow, just cracks him into the wall, and then just has a Rasen Shuriken, and then slices Sasori's puppet in half. Hirku is the name of the main puppet, but his real puppet form gets out of there just in time. Just well, that was irritating. He's much more powerful than we thought. He's gained control of the fox's chakra. Well, our reports did not indicate this. And it's like, no, they did not. Then he just said, then I imagine Dedera to, be able to take at least some advantage. Sends out like a flock of exploding bird bombs and just, or bugs, whatever. Little flying explosive drones. And then Naruto's like, it's like crap. And then his Sage mode, I think his Sage mode runs out. So now he's just in Fox mode, which obviously is still pretty powerful, but nowhere near as powerful as the combo. And then Sasuke, however, goes, Chidori Current, just disarms them. It's like, you're being quite a nuisance. Sasori then summons the Kazekage puppet, which Chiyo immediately was like, that's the third Kazekage. Get back. So, and then they all kind of have to backtrack. Sasuke, though, is like, yeah, no, I got this. And it's Kakashi. And then Kakashi kind of actually realizes what he's doing. Kakashi, they never named the technique as far as I know. Let me check that real quick since I'm here. Let's see now. Can I get Kakashi up here? There it is, Kakashi. That lightning hound technique he used against I think it was the Azura Path, where he basically shot like a lightning dog at him. Let me see here. Lightning beast tracking Fang, was that it? Yes, that was it. I love the way that was a badass technique, and it was against the Diva Path too. It just forms lightning in their hand, really manipulates speed and range of technique. Very unpredictable and hard to avoid. I just thought that was a badass technique when he used it. I'm like, why couldn't? Because Kakashi's thing is lightning and dogs and the Sharingan. Those are the big three things he had. So he fires that out, and it does electrify the iron sand of the Kazekage, which temporarily. Well, here's the thing: magnetism and electricity are hand in hand. Magnetism is nothing more than electricity, just kind of different negatives and positives, things along those lines. Science. So it is a little difficult to gauge that. However, I do think it would temporarily cause them to cause it to fall apart, but then just immediately goes. Oh my, that would have been that was quite inconvenient. But don't you realize magnetism and lightning are related? It's kind of like how Magneto said, "Don't you forgot electricity and light and magnetism are related?" And basically, that's what he says back to him. And just well, that's not gonna work. Yeah, and then the Kazekage throws him out. Kakashi throws out some Earth style. Neji, is using vacuum palm. Tinten's throwing as many weapons as he can. Guy and Lee cannot have the same touch, and they gotta avoid it. Boy, it's same as Sakura. Chio's summoning puppets. The Kazekage is now becoming the Kazekage puppet is a serious problem. Naruto's able to pretty much get move past there. It's like, okay, lightning's not going to work. Let's try its polar opposite. And then as he's about to try to use a Suton Rasengan on the puppet and the Iron Sand, Dedra comes and like, you're not going anywhere, kid. Art is an explosion. Throwing explosives at him. However, Sasuke again gets in the way. She's like, no, you didn't. Then, Chidori Karin just defuses the bombs again. Just boom, a couple of them explode. Naruto, take care of the puppet. I got this guy. Kakashi's like, so Kakashi and Sasuke team up to take on Dedra because they have lightning release, which can defuse his earth release. And Naruto is teaming up with everyone else to basically, try to take on the Kazekage. Naruto forms the Suton Rasengan, and because he's in the cube mode, he only needs one hand to do it, and he creates a seal in it, and it basically, he puts a chakra absorption seal in there. And instead, if the seal permeates and it just goes to one focal point, basically at the center, and all the sand just starts to fall apart. It's like, oh, what is this? What did you do? I was like, so tough. And then he just briefly says, the Rasengan's a very unusual technique. Depending on what element you put into it, you can get quite the varying effect. Me, I decided to try when I made the water, I realized I can combine it with any seal I want. So put a chakra absorbing seal in the Rasengan. When it hit, the seal itself went straight to the center of the shape, and all the chakra that you're using to try to create these shapes and mass is not working. So basically what Naruto did was any chakra he's trying to put into the use to the iron sand is only basically being able to use a little bit of the iron sand, and that's it. So Naruto at that point then starts to blitz him again, just takes out his chakras, and he's like, "This is over, Sasori." It's like, I can't believe I have to use this. And then all of a sudden, Dedra just like, I've had enough, and then just explodes the ceiling off the top, and then you get that whole open air kind of cave they have there. Dedra goes right next to Sasori, and they see that Sasori's the puppet. Like, what? It's like, this is so irritating. I can't believe you hadn't made me go this far. And, I'm going bald. No, actually, no, I'm not. I just got a pretty high widow's peak, but actually, no, I've looked like this for a while. I'm proud of my hair. I'm glad I have my hair. Not every guy gets to keep their hair, folks. So Sasori's just like, Sasori, man, you serious about this? Subbing the, I can't remember, was the CO2, was the C2 the dragon? I want to say it was the dragon. but excuse me. No, we need to keep the Kyuubi container alive. Everyone else is expendable. And then, Dedra is just like, that's like, great. And then he just summons his army. And, it's like, oh, crap. I didn't even know. I was like, oh, God. Summons a couple Shadow Clones. Like, you ready, guys? Let's do this. No, a couple Chidori's ready. We can't let him hit us. And then it's an all-out battle with everyone. Tenten's using her chakra combined with her weapons to cut the strings. They're reattaching, but it's giving them enough time for Lee and Guy to break the puppets. Neji's using his chakra to just slice through strings, stop the puppets. Sakura's just plowing through them. Chio's got her, I think there were like 9 of them or something like that. Naruto's blitzing them, wind techniques. It'd be an epic. It's kind of like, a little bit Endgame-ish. It's like 1,000 warriors fighting this small group of fighters. It's kind of epic, but eventually they do plow through them while Dedra's bombing her from the sky. So now Sasuke basically goes, Chidori, spare! And just stabs the dragon. He's just like, oh, crap. It's like, no, you're not going to win. I'm not going to let you win. Damn it, Chaz. You damn freaking a chance! I will. And then Kakashi's just suddenly like, all right, that's enough. And he suddenly feels the distortion. What's going? It's like Kamui. To which again, I think Dedra survives. However, it isn't his arm. It isn't just his arm. I think more like his arm right at the shoulder goes. So it's like and Dedra's bleeding. He's like, now he's bleeding out. Just damn you! And then Kakashi's like, What was that technique she used? And he briefly explains, it's like, we don't have time for this. Aim. You need to aim for that center. And you see that basically, you see that. That's what's the only part of sorcery that's left. You need to You guys need to aim for that. And they're focusing. Kakashi tries again. He takes out He takes out a chunk of the puppet army, but he's just tiring out. And then basically, Naruto Sasuke saying, "No, don't kill yourself, Kakashi. We got this." And then Naruto's blitzing through the remainder of he tries to aim for it, put like a paralysis seal on there. It's like, no, don't think you can get me that easy. And then he reappears behind in a different puppet. But then, what? And then Sasuke basically just speared him from behind, or pale lightning him from behind. I think it would be a better go. Just, and it's just, and he just starts laughing. I've talked so long about avoiding death. It seems so strange now to be experiencing it. I must admit, it's not what I expected. And then he just looks at you, grabs like, my boy. Are you shedding tears for me, Granny Chio? Oh, that's so. It's sad, and yet touching. I'm conflicted on how I should feel. And basically, I actually don't see well, he could give a bone for about, the Orochimaru thing, but there's no reason for them to necessarily send everyone they need to there because Sasuke's not a priority now. But they do give the information about, to maybe get Sasuke or get Kabuto or something like that. So they send the information, or gives them the information, and then he dies. So everyone's there. Gaara survives, and even Chio survives. Yay, Chio survives! Chee-hee! I'm just fooling. So we ended off with them getting back to the village. Ino, goes and says hi to her boyfriend, glumps him. It's like, oh my god, you're back. You were here for a few moments. You were gone for 3 years, here for a few days, and then you went back, you bastard. Don't you ever leave me like that quickly again. It's like, no dear. And meanwhile, everything else pretty much goes about the same. And I think that's where we're going to leave it off, going into not the actual Sasuke retrieval arc, the more the Orochimaru arc. So we're going to end it off there. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Now, it's the week of who would win. Excuse me. I just ate dinner. It's the week of who would win. And there will be a who would win, but you'll notice it's not up as early as it normally is. More or less just ran out. I'm pre-recording this, obviously. But I also don't work extremely late anymore, so when I get home, I'll end up doing that. So just figured I'd point that out. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Later, folks.